try to be objective with all of my sports coverage, and listen, Jacy Sheldon objectively should be suspended for this play. I just don't know in what world, in what universe you watch that play back and you go, that was a basketball play. She was trying to make a basketball move, especially with all the angles of...
Caitlin Clark's latest on-court incident has sparked a wave of outrage, and this time, fans and media figures are demanding real consequences. The noise is getting louder, and this time, it's not just about basketball. Following a highly controversial hit by Jacy Sheldon on Caitlin Clark, fans across the sports world are voicing outrage. What should have been a regular game moment turned into a flashpoint, and the reaction has been swift. Many believe Sheldon's reckless play could have ended the season, or worse for the WNBA's most prominent star. The league community isn't staying quiet either. The public outcry is clear. They want the league to take serious financial action, holding Sheldon fully accountable for behavior that fans feel crossed the line.
It was clearly targeting Caitlin Clark most of this game, and that is, that comes from a function of, she guarded her in one-on-one situations a lot up the court, and then rolled into a lot of doubles in the half court. But there was talking and chirping all game, and for me, it was punctuated by Caitlin Clark's final play before she came out of the game, where she stares Jacy Sheldon down, she essentially demonstrates, she's like, if you poke me in my eye, I will shoot it in yours. And she crosses her, finds the favorite spot, free throw line extended from the logo area, big fuck you 3 to Jacy Sheldon, yells at the Connecticut bench, yells at the crowd. Her and Jacy Sheldon come back together. Caitlin fires up the audience, basically tells Jacy Sheldon, you are a bum.
Across social media and sports outlets, the call for discipline is gaining traction. Fans want the WNBA to impose a steep fine on Sheldon, not just as a punishment, but as a statement. The sentiment is that if the league won't protect its biggest name through officiating, then at least it should set a financial precedent strong enough to discourage future reckless plays. The message is simple: don't allow players to take shots at Caitlin Clark without serious consequences.
Every time Caitlin Clark takes the court, her opponents act like they've been booked for a main event brawl. The WNBA is doing nothing about it. Opponents aren't playing ball. They're strategically ambushing her. They're trying to injure her. Opponents bring chaos. She brings composure. And what Sophie did last night is completely valid. The WNBA has to do something about it.
This wasn't just another heated moment in a competitive game, it was the latest example in a growing pattern. During a recent matchup between the Indiana Fever and Connecticut Sun, fans witnessed yet another overly aggressive incident aimed at Clark. This time, it was impossible to overlook. Sheldon's move wasn't subtle, and for many viewers, it looked intentional. What should have been a routine Tuesday night matchup instead turned into a major controversy.
Clark and Jacy Sheldon. There is a legitimate hatred there. If you guys have heard, this Ohio State team, this 2023 Ohio State team hated that Iowa team. And this is Jacy Sheldon, who was Caitlin Clark's direct matchup in these games. Like I tweeted out, forget Angel, forget Dejanay, this is Caitlin Clark's one true rival.
While defending against Clark, Sheldon delivered a direct poke to her eye, a dangerous act that could have led to serious injury. What pushed fans over the edge was what happened next. Sheldon appeared to smirk, which many interpreted as proof of intent. Supporters quickly took to social media, arguing that this wasn't just a foul, it was targeted, deliberate, and hostile. Some even said it looked like an attack on the very player who's helped elevate the WNBA's visibility like never before.
Funny thing about that whole Caitlin and Jacy situation last night is it's like on a if you know thing. These two been running the friendly fade on the court for like the last 4 years. They played in college, had great battles, so I'm not surprised last night.
The tension didn't end there. Shortly after the eye poke, Sheldon escalated the contact by grabbing Clark's arm, aggressively digging in as the officials stayed silent. As Clark winced from the previous blow, Marina Mabrey entered the frame and shoved her to the floor from behind. The crowd gasped. Multiple flagrant plays went unchecked, and fans were stunned that the referees let it all slide. Clark, now the face of a growing fan base, was being physically overwhelmed, and no one stepped in.
Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna be me. I don't go in there trying to predetermine anything. I'm dialed in. I need to focus on hitting my shots, making sure I'm executing the schemes right. I'm not focused on the extracurricular activities. And you know what? During that, it was just part of the game. I think the refs had a lot to do with that. It was a build-up for a couple of years now of them just not protecting, you know, the star player of the WNBA. And so at the end of the day, I'm going to protect my teammates. That's what I do. And I'm a team player, so it's all good.
The backlash was instant and massive. Within hours, social media was flooded with posts demanding significant suspensions and fines. Sheldon's Instagram was inundated with criticism, with users calling her actions unprofessional and suggesting she didn't belong at the pro level. The hashtag Jacy Sheldon began trending, symbolizing just how strongly people felt about the incident. Even long-simmering frustrations among Clark's supporters who feel she's been unfairly targeted for months came boiling to the surface.
Look at it from behind or from the side. It's so obvious that she straight up leapt out towards Caitlyn and got her right in the eye. And the more I try and watch it back and you try to be objective, there is no world where this was a basketball play. And yes, she was playing tough defense on Caitlyn up until that point, but she leapt forward, and it's not like it's defensible where you can say she tried to get the ball, because her hand at that point was so far away from where the ball was. It's not like Caitlyn was dribbling the ball up near her face. How she was not ejected for this, I don't know. The broadcast was talking about it, and that's why Sophie Cunningham even had the opportunity to hard.
It wasn't just fans speaking out. Big names in media and entertainment also weighed in. On The Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon addressed the WNBA directly, saying, "Keep Caitlin Clark safe enough is enough," when mainstream entertainers start highlighting league safety issues, you know the topic has gone national. Dave Portnoy of Barstool Sports didn't hold back either, labeling the aggressors jealous punks and arguing they'd be better off in rec leagues. According to Portnoy, the WNBA doesn't need this kind of controversy, especially not when it puts their most valuable star at risk.
Stop the fighting. He thought they meant the WNBA. What is going on? Protect Caitlin Clark at all costs, please. Enough of this. Please.
The outcry stems from more than fandom, it's backed by real numbers. Dr. Ryan Brewer, a finance professor at Indiana University Columbus, estimated that Caitlin Clark was responsible for a staggering 26.5% of the WNBA's economic activity in her rookie season. With a base salary of just $76,535, her impact is massively undervalued. Brewer projects her total economic contribution could reach $1 billion this season, an unprecedented figure in women's sports. That level of influence demands protection, not neglect. Yet, after Sheldon's hit, the league issued only a flagrant one, triggering a $2,000 fine. Mabry was fined just $400 for her shove, while Sophie Cunningham, who came to Clark's defense, received 2 flagrant fouls and an undisclosed penalty. Fans were furious. Petitions began circulating, demanding higher penalties, including fines large enough to match a month's salary. Some even suggested Clark receive a portion of the fines as compensation. To many, the WNBA's current disciplinary system feels broken, and this incident has become the rallying cry for change. You're watching NexaHoops, where we cover the real stories shaping the WNBA. Hit subscribe and stay informed on what really matters.